Hello, my name is Carmen. Today we have a reading for you about somebody who is ready to take a leap of faith and risk it all for you. So, this would be somebody who might have been a little, I don't know, overwhelmed with what was going on in their life. Maybe they needed some time to get away from a family situation or change their work setup, whatever it is. We had somebody that had a lot going on. And I think they initially prioritized something else over your connection, but they're ready to set that all aside and prioritize you. And I feel like this card is actually your energy. They're going to risk it all, but I think they might show up at a time where you're not necessarily quick to judge, or sorry, not necessarily quick to trust anyone. And so the important thing here is how are you going to leverage that discernment and intuition in order to figure out whether or not this person is the right one to trust? Because there are perhaps some lingering trust issues here. So let's go in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. Hello, Carla. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Rebecca. How you doing? Hello, famous Seamus. What's going on? So if you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box along with more information on how to become a member. And you can also find a link to my candle shop on Etsy if you're interested in a homemade soy candle. And what shall we dive in with today? I think we will start with Under the Oak. Happy sunny day to you. It is actually pretty sunny out there. I think it's going to get kind of hot. So, I'm going to have to get outside. All right, what else do we have? We have the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups in the reverse with the Emperor. Yeah, sorry guys. I don't think that this is like they were caught up with someone else that they were in love with or anything like that. But that Three of Cups in the reverse is a little concerning because I feel like this is this is like somebody who is avoiding something they already agreed to do. Like there are plans in place. That's why I think we have this risk it all for you. We could have somebody who is deciding, you know what? I initially thought that it was important to prioritize my cousin's wedding over your graduation. Whatever it is, they had initially decided this was more important. So I have to put whatever we have on hold, or I cannot prioritize whatever we have as a relationship or a connection. And because they were not willing to prioritize, that probably solidified your, okay, well, I don't know if I would have been able to trust you anyways, right? What else do we have? The Magician, the Moon, the Five of Wands in the reverse, and the Knight of Cups. This is all very, well, first of all, it's Aries energy, so that could be in your chart or theirs, probably more so theirs. But we have someone who I think sees a little bit of them in you. This is someone who has looked for that kind of energy in a relationship, but hasn't found it. So they feel like you have this take charge energy, and it may have kind of gone up against someone in their family or something that was important to them, and made them a little bit nervous. The way that you know yourself, the way that you don't, what's the word, equivocate? You know what you want, you know what you need, you know the respect that you deserve, and that might have been just a little bit difficult for them initially. But now they're looking at it and they're like, no, that's actually like kind of how I would have handled the situation. So what am I doing? They feel like you're one of a kind. But with this Moon card, there's also this concern from your side that you're dealing with somebody who might be a little bit secretive. What keeps coming through is you two are two peas in a pod. You two are very similar, and that could be part of the reason why there was some difficulty here. Maybe you both like to be the one who makes decisions. Maybe you both like to be the one who cooks. Maybe you both like to be the one who makes plans, whatever it is. I think this is someone who's realizing, I can't imagine anybody else capturing my attention the way that you have. So the Five of Wands in the reverse is there's nobody who compares to you. There's nobody else like you out there. So that's why we have the Knight of Cups. I'm going to be making an offer. I'm going to be taking this leap of faith because I know you're the one for me. Hello, Stephen. How are you doing? Do we have any fun plans for today? Anybody? We have the Two of Pentacles and the Death card. There's something that they walked away from. This is something that they had for a while prioritized or something they'd RSVP'd to. This is like, you know what? No. I don't need to prioritize that because I choose you. This is someone who's looking at you as the Queen of Wands. That does not mean that you have to be a woman, but you have the Magician and the Queen of Wands energy, and they have the Emperor and the Lovers, which means they've made a major decision about you. And I do think this is one of those times where the Lovers card is coming through with both decisive, like I had to make a major decision energy, as well as I think this is my soulmate. I think this is the person who really understands who I am and like how I operate. There's definitely something with the moon here. Manifestation powers, feminine energy, psychic energy, and we have the Temperance card. So even though initially I may have kind of avoided seeing it, now I can see, yeah, we're made for each other. Temperance is a good mix, right? A balance, like the perfect cocktail, or I don't know, wine with your dinner. Doesn't mean that this has to be about alcohol, but this is like there is a balance between the two of you, even if there is a little bit of concern on your part or theirs that you both got like strong personalities. Hello, Mark. How are you doing? Hello, Admiring Penguin. How are you doing? Hello, Neo. How's your day? Hello, Lisa. It happens, Key. So we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse with the Seven of Swords. If I impulsively come back and risk it all for you, if I tell you that I can't stop thinking about you and what I need is to have you by my side, are you just going to look at me like I'm a liar? Because you have some trust issues here. Whoever this reading is for, they're ready to risk it all for you, and you're over here like, but can I trust that? I don't know. Maybe you're just a liar. So I think this reading is coming through to give you a little bit of a heads up that it is very important to not make a snap judgment here, that you really do need to make sure you're leveraging that intuition and discernment in real time, not just, yeah, but like, 3 months ago you did this. Hello, Skull. How are you doing? Hello, Jemai. Hello, Frederick. How's your day? The Tower and the Page of Candles or the Page of Wands. While I gazed, the fissure rapidly widened. There came a fierce breath of the whirlwind. The entire orb of the satellite burst at once upon my sight. My brain reeled as I saw the mighty walls rushing asunder. they're taking this leap of faith. They know that there's going to be some like fallout. There's going to be, okay, well, I have to get a new job. Or, you know what? Maybe I need to like tell my parents to like back off. I get to make my own decisions. Or maybe there's an ex that's super possessive. Whatever this person had already agreed to do, go somewhere or focus on this, or maybe I'm going to move over there. They have rethought that decision and decided to prioritize this connection. If only I can get a good look at them, I can soon tell who they are. This is about your intuition. You are hop frog. See what it says on his hat? You are able to figure out whether or not this individual has actually changed and is actually prioritizing you. So do not make too fast a judgment. You're going to be able to tell. I think you're going to be able to see that this person has chosen a different path, has prioritized you. That's funny. So we have the Page of Wells, which is the Page of Cups, and the Five of Wells, Five of Cups. Oh, that my young life were a lasting dream. Daydreaming about the future and realizing that they had prioritized the wrong thing. The skies, they were ashen and sober. The leaves, they were crisped and sere. The leaves, they were withering and sere. It was night in the lonesome October of my most immemorial year. They took some time to think about this. This is not somebody that you met like 2 weeks ago, okay? This is not somebody that you broke up with last week. This is somebody who's been thinking about this for a while. Like, because of the Five of Cups, I think this is someone you've at least known for 5 months. But they have had time to think about what they did, what they chose, or how things ended between the two of you. And it's not sitting right with them. They feel like they need to do something different. This is the Shadowscapes Tarot. That's all right. At least there's some cool people in it. What else do we have? Six of Cups, the Sun in the reverse, and the Hierophant. They miss you, pure and simple. They miss you. They're thinking about the times that you spent together, thinking about the laughter, the things you have in common, and how it contrasts with you not being around. I mean, the Sun in reverse can even talk about depression. I think this is someone who has a different perspective. And now what they really want is to show that they are capable of offering you an exclusive relationship and prioritizing that connection with you. Hey, Mario, where did you send the $100? I do this every day, Mario, so you're not going to be able to fool me into thinking that you sent me money that you didn't. Just curious. Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords. Sometimes what you need is some distance between your person and yourself, and that allows for some change in perspective. It did here. You walked away or they walked away. Whoever walked away doesn't really matter, because that space between the two of you, it taught the Emperor that they need to have, that they needed to update their perspective, that they needed to reprioritize. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, and that actually applies here pretty perfectly. Six of Swords, this person could be traveling towards you. If you are at a distance, they'll be visiting you. They don't expect you to come their way, right? Yeah, no, they're traveling. The Emperor, by the way, does not need to be a man, but this is somebody who's bold. They're taking that risk. They know that it's going to be a little bit challenging to convince you that they are not the same as they were the last time you saw them, right? Oh, I don't know who suggested it, but that's awesome. How's it going, Drew? Well, that sounds like fun. Hello, Rachel. How are you doing? What else do we have? Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a work obligation, family obligation, or maybe it's a friend. It could be for some of you like a wedding or a family trip. But we have someone who's saying, I think I gave enough to that situation. I don't think I need to do all that. I want to invest with the Magician, the Queen of Wands. Lots of fire energy, just to repeat that. Magician in the reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles. I think the issue that's coming through on your side is you have kind of made up your mind that this person doesn't have the cojones, doesn't have the boldness required to come forward and actually pursue something with you. Queen of Pentacles, you know your worth. You don't have to be a woman. But this Queen of Pentacles is somebody who can offer that exclusive, like monogamous relationship, but you're not going to chase somebody because you know your value. And I do feel like you can manifest things too. You are viewing the Emperor as the Magician in the reverse, which kind of hints at you're not really like as capable as I am. You're not on my level. You gave up, you know, connection like ours for some silly obligation. But the reading is telling you they're about to change that. They're about to risk it all for you. So, little heads up, you might have an old perspective on this person. And it's important that you are willing to update that perception. Because there is a risk here that when this person comes through with clear intentions and a desire to have a healthy, like trusting relationship with you, that you might be like, no, I don't think so. You have that right. You have free will. You can decide whatever you want. But this reading is here because they want you to actually use your discernment. Do not make a quick judgment on who this person was 3 months ago or who this person was 3 weeks ago. There's something different about them, and you would be able to pick up on that. That's good. I like it. I hope you're having a good day, Rachel. Hello, Sayir. How's your day? Hello, BMF. How's your day? Hello, Ray. I'm not a mother, so I feel like I shouldn't be greeted that way, but happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Let's see. Let's see what we have. I think we need... we're going to go with the Beginner's Tarot. That's funny. False, we are your kids. That's funny. As long as you don't call me mom, we're good. We got the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So maybe this person was slow to take off time from work and show you the attention that you deserve. Maybe this was somebody who was unwilling to actually get married. Maybe this is someone whose mom or dad didn't like you. They're figuring out what needs to change. They're not letting this stop their affection for you. They keep thinking about how life would be with you, and it's not something that they can forget about. Hello, Lee. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy Mother's Day. For the week? Yes, absolutely. I got you. I don't know what that means, Skull. Final event? I can't tell you that story. Sorry, guys. So we have the the Five of Cups in the reverse and the Three of Pentacles. This is someone who's realizing you were right. They are understanding things from your perspective where previously they did not. What you said has merit. What you pointed out, I didn't want to believe initially, but now I understand. Now I accept what it was that you mentioned or that you declared. And even though I might have been a little difficult about it, now I understand. Now I agree. That's awesome, Stephen. I don't know what that means, BMF. Like, are you trying to be weird? Drew. Asking for people to be respectful while you yourself being disrespectful. I ain't even been over to the UK, so how would that work? So we've got the Eight of Pentacles, Devil in the reverse, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. They are putting in the work and they are going to demonstrate, not just talk about, but they're going to demonstrate that they have changed. Right? Sometimes people just like show up on your door and they're like, hello, I'm not broken anymore. Let's get into a relationship. And then there are other people who, you know what, I know last time we were talking, I was unwilling to cut off my ex and I was unwilling to be, living together with my partner. But look, here's my phone. I blocked my ex. We're not together anymore. I blocked him on all these apps. And also, I got this apartment for us. This is like, I'm going to show that this is something I've been thinking about for a while and that I've already taken action towards this. If they're moving towards you, they're going to show you that they in fact live near you now. If this is somebody who maybe they had some issues with codependency, they have proof to show you that they have dealt with that. They're not just going to be all words. They're going to show you you're my priority, or this relationship is something that is changing how I approach things. Hello, Mac. How are you doing? Yes, thank you for liking and subscribing. That means a lot to me. I don't know. It's cool. You got the wand in there, right? And the palm trees. You as well, Mac. Thank you. We've got the Queen of Cups in the reverse, and this Emperor card just keeps coming through. This is, without a doubt, they have taken action and will continue to take action to demonstrate that they're no longer doing this like halfway stuff. Like normally I would say a different half, right? This is somebody who's 100% committed to this connection and wants to show you how things are different now. Thank you, Carla. What's the what's the tea? between Dwight and I. Any hope / death? I imagine what you mean by like change, right? Or do you mean like end? You let me know. Hello, Chloe. How are you doing? There will be no cranking. Do you understand? Yes, you do, Skull? No cranking. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Carla. Hello, Sun and Moon. How are you doing? So we have the King of Swords and the World in the reverse. They're going to communicate to you that they never stop loving you, or if they never admitted that in the first place, they're going to tell you that they have been in love with you, that they can't imagine life without you. They know that you deserved better, or that how things went the last time you all talked or saw each other, that it wasn't okay. This is accountability, and then also like they did things in the intervening weeks to address those issues, such as, like I said, blocking an ex, or maybe even quitting a job, moving to a different place to be closer to you. But this is someone who initially didn't want to admit that you were right, and now it's like they have a big old signs like, you were right, oops, but at least now I know. It might have taken me a while to come to the conclusion, but now I know you was right. And this Nine of Cups, this is like they're showing up the way that you wanted them to. They're saying what you wanted them to say. And I understand the hesitation, because some of you are like, that's awfully convenient. So for a long time, you didn't want to do what I wanted. What is different now? Why are you like approaching things exactly the way that I wanted you to, when before you were like, nah, I don't think so. I don't think that's what I need to do. They want to understand, or you want to understand, right? Why the change of heart? Tell me, like, what was the process there? Hello, NPH. How are you doing? Are you as cool as NPH? Do you also like White Castle? It took me a second. I kept thinking of Culver's instead. Sorry. Welcome, MPH. I'm sure most people look at that and think miles per hour. This is the Mystical Cat Tarot. Sea Kitten in the reverse, which is the Page of Cups in the reverse. And the Six of Sky. Look at the determination on that kitty's face. Oh my goodness. They are not going to let anybody stop them. If they had like a third party intervener, a meddler, right? Like a friend who didn't think they should be in this relationship, or a parent, family member, whatever, they're like, face gets the palm and they're like, nope, nothing else. I'm not listening to you. I have made my decision and I'm going to go be with the Queen of Wands. I'm going to go be with this magician, okay? You cannot stop me. This is the only person I want to be with, and I was sad because I couldn't be with them when I tried to listen to you, or when I prioritized whatever I prioritized. But that didn't work out. That's not what I want. So I have to be honest with myself and go where I'm happy. So this Emperor is making those changes. I do feel like for many of you, this is someone who's moving. Like, let's go do the thing that you wanted. Let's be in that relationship that you envisioned, Magician. 8 of Fire, 8 of Wands in the reverse. I love this one because you've got the cat like tripping over the rug. Have you ever seen a cat do that? It's moving too fast. I realize now that I made the wrong choice. I was too quick to, say that's too much work or I don't think I want that. Why are you being weird today, hair? Because they were nervous. The obligation or the responsibilities associated with that serious relationship made them feel like they wouldn't have like control over their own life. I think this is maybe about control issues. How do I let other people influence what I want in my life? And when do I take control over, what it is that I really do think would make me happy? This is a weird comment. I'm just removing it. School. Let's try to keep it a little bit more above board, shall we? Hey Gab, how are you doing today? How is Alice feeling since seeing each other last? I have added that for you. Thank you. Hey Nat Nat, how are you doing? Drew, this is thin ice. Wait, and then this is you, okay? Stop talking about that, cause it ain't true, and you know it. I will put you on block. Mm-hmm. No, Drew, I will block you. Do not use any of that language. Do not make any jokes about me being your mom. It creeps me out and I don't like it. We clear? You think you're real funny when you push the boundaries like that, but I told you don't do that. You think you're funny. You're over there laughing. I don't like it. I will block you permanently. Do you understand? Thank you, Gab. You want to apologize, Drew? Like a real one where you're not actually like laughing at me? Go for it. Apologize. I'll wait. Oh, I don't see an apology yet. Hello, Brad. How are you doing? What do I like? I like respect. Thank you, Drew. We've got Six of Fire or Six of Wands and the Three of Sky or the Three of Swords in the reverse. So when this person comes through and you actually have the connection you want being offered to you, the concern here is that Magician, you might look at this and not believe it, right? Trust issues. That's okay. We've all had them or maybe even still have them, right? But this is saying you've got someone who has really done the work and they're willing to show, like demonstrate that they've done the work. They're choosing the right time to come through and communicate with you or show you how they feel. Thank you, Sun and Moon. I love it. Let me add that for you, Nat Nat. Hello, Julio. Please do not call me my love. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I prefer to be called Carmen. Thank you. No, Brad, because I bless my cards and specify that the only messages that can come through my cards are from my spirit guides. That's the difference. Gotta have a little insight into that, right? Hello, Rose. How are you doing? We gotta hurry up though, because we gotta do these personal questions. So we have the Nine of Fire. So much fire energy in this reading. The Tower and the Five of Sea in the reverse. and the 10 of Earth in the reverse. If you make your judgment too quickly on this person who's coming back around, you will probably regret it. Like, I don't mean to be all threatening about it, but this is somebody who is worth lowering the boundaries for, or the wall, right, that you've built around yourself. This is someone who I do think you can trust. Maybe it wasn't true a couple months back or a couple weeks back, but this is someone who's worked on themselves. They have a change in perspective, and it's okay for you to be a little bit cautious, right? We get that. Got to use your discernment, but there's a risk here that you're going to see this person as low value or not worth being in a relationship with, when they have literally like risked it all for you, right? They have done what they needed to do. So it's not that that means they are entitled or, automatically should get a relationship from you, but I don't want you to mischaracterize this person and miss out on a happy relationship as a result. All right, let's dive into those personal questions. Hello, Lemonade. How are you doing? Carla, I think that's just one of those things that some people, like, they have the right, I suppose, to read how they want. I think, I'm a little nervous to say this, but I think it's a little lazy. But there's also like this Poe Tarot. I don't read these in the reverse because of the artwork, I guess. That's the one tarot deck where I don't read reversals. But everything else, I don't know. I think that's an important way to differentiate. And I would say, Carla, that's also something like why I like to work with many tarot decks in a specific reading. Because when you get, like, we had the Emperor and the Magician coming out every time. So we know there's heavy fire energy in this reading. Emperor and the Magician are both Aries. So it's like, I think there are certain things that people can do to get a clear message, and reading reversals and using more than one tarot deck. Those are both, in my book, pretty important. All right, let's see what we have for Lee for the week ahead. Hello, Big Red. How are you doing? You're welcome, Rachel. No, that's actually kind of a funny misspelling. Did I miss anyone else? Oh, I think I did address that. Okay. So for Lee, we've got the Eight of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Cups. So there's going to be someone this week who communicates and I think kind of gives you the impression that something will be better than it actually is. This is like I'm telling you the positive possible outcome without letting you know that actually I don't feel well, so I can't be there. So don't rely too heavily on somebody's kind of half-hearted promise. I feel like you already kind of know this person can be a little bit flaky. And with the Four of Cups, I do feel like there's a disappointment here with somebody who said they were going to do something, but then they don't. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse and the Two of Wands in the reverse. And the Page of Cups in the reverse. I do feel like there's someone around you, Lee, who is experiencing depression or struggling to like get out of the house. So this could be that flaky energy, right? Somebody who says they're going to do something, but then they don't. Because with the Three of Cups in the reverse, I see somebody like canceling or not showing up. We also have Death, King of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Lovers. There's going to be a circumstance that changes, and I feel like it could make things more difficult financially. So when you have a choice, it's like, should I get the surf and turf or should I just get like the Alfredo pasta? Which if you know menus, you would expect the surf and turf to be much more expensive, right? This is like go for the less expensive one. So I don't know if this is like car related or vacation, but this is saying go a little bit more reserved with the finances for now. Page of Wands, Ten of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Because I feel like there is something here that is, I don't know if it's like a, gotta do something to repair a car or something around your living situation. But I do feel like you would be thankful for having a little bit more cash on hand in the next 2 weeks. Anything else for Lee in the week ahead? We have the Sun and the Empress in the reverse. And the Hermit. This is about self-discovery, someone that you're connected to. I don't feel like this is like romantic partner or anything. I feel like this is more so like a friend or a family member, maybe even someone you deal with at work. But there's someone here who is recognizing that they were unfair. So is this person going to apologize to Lee? Yes. So you're going to get an apology this week from somebody who is, I think, overly harsh with you. Hello, Paula. How are you doing? Let's see what we've got for Carla. This is the Tarot of the Naya. What is the tea between Dwight and Carla, please? What is the tea between Dwight and Carla? Somebody coming back around, hoping for another chance. Ten of Cups, Ace of Swords. I feel like this is Dwight's energy, and there is some daydream quality here. Like, I've been thinking about how things would be if you and I were together, and I think you're over here like, I don't know, man. Judgment in the reverse. A little indecisive energy when there's something flirty or romantic said, and you feel like, I don't know what to do. Page of Pentacles. It's his idea to flirt or reconnect. But Ace of Cups is in the reverse and Justice. Is this saying there's going to be more than one person Carla's talking to when this happens? No. More than one person that Dwight is talking to when he comes back around. Is he just thirsty? Yes. All right, so when Dwight comes back around, just know that he is talking to more than one person, and he is agnostic, right? I'm going to cast a wide net, and whoever is like, oh, goody, you picked me, and wants to hang out with me, cool, you're in. Yeah, that's the bed right there. Oh, I don't need to wear many clothes. It's just, I'm hanging upside down, so I figured I needed to do that. This is somebody who is thirsty and making it seem more emotional intimacy related than physical intimacy related. But if you were to say, hey, so I'm just curious, Dwight, did you send that same text message to anybody else today? And then you're just going to see like the 3 dots, like they're typing and then deleting and typing and deleting and type. Ooh, what? No, 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 of course not. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Thirsty. Oh, wait. And is there any hope? Or is this like over? Is there any hope with this connection? We have the Star. So it says yes. But it's dependent on Dwight. Really? That's kind of mean. It came through as it's dependent on Dwight getting a clue. Not like the board game Clue, which is pretty excellent. So is the movie. But like realizing that you're not stupid. Realizing that elementary school level Riz ain't gonna do it. He needs to grow up. And then maybe. But at this point, it's like, that's what you think was gonna work. It's not good enough for you, if I may say so. This person still has some healing to do, but there is a chance that they will do it. Most important thing for you is to be cool, telling him no when it ain't good enough. So he has to think that there's really no future whatsoever between the two of you and get stuck with the lower level options in order to maybe be like, I guess I need to actually like work on myself. Yes, yes, you do. Hello, Kavante. How are you doing? Miss Cherokee says give him a glass of ice water. Yep, yep. Yeah, I get that. Because with the star being paired with the sun in the reverse, it's like, yeah, there's a little bit of hope. But like, maybe it's connected to pigs flying. BMF. Would you like to rephrase or be blocked? You can choose. Maybe you could just like apologize to the live chat for making that comment. I would accept that as well. Carla, you deserve the best. And whining it. Sorry to be so judgy. But sending you a big ol' hug. And what about for Gab? How is Al feeling since seeing each other last? How is Al feeling since seeing each other last? We are doing personal questions, Rose. If you would like me to do a personal question for you, you can attach it to a super chat or you can donate a membership to someone else in the live chat. Yes, indeed. How is Al feeling after seeing Gab last time? Empress, Ace of Cups, Two of Swords, Moon in the reverse. Does this mean Al feels like Gab is hiding something? Al is suspicious. So sees you as this Empress, right? Loving and capable of emotional connection and intimacy. And with the Ace of Cups, somebody that I want to offer something to. But there's a lot of fear and there's distrust. I feel like maybe I would do everything that I'm supposed to in order to be with you again, and then you would just like do me the way I did you. Or you would just end up rejecting me anyways, and then I went through all of that trouble for nothing. We have the Devil, the Eight of Cups in the reverse, and the Lovers. So indecisive energy that is indecisive because of fear. If I come back around, or if we like make this work again, or if I put in more effort, I feel like it would just end up being like the same outcome. You'd still reject me, or you'd still feel like it's not good enough. Judgment and Justice. So it's like no matter what I do, I feel like it wouldn't be good enough. So maybe I just won't do anything at all. So is this indecisive, fearful energy going to last for Al? Yes. Until Al does something to deal with the fear that, basically motivates him to not do anything, or motivates Al to not make these changes. Like it's not changing. So we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and this is to me like a lack of motivation, a lack of self-initializing, right? So Anything else Gab needs to know? Wow. Okay, so there's definitely going to be something that happens in June because we had Judgment and Justice, the letter J, right? And then Six of Cups and Six of Wands. And the Lovers is number 6 as well. I think there's going to be a test of your intuition and discernment in June. And the advice here is probably not worth your time. You shouldn't have to do 75% of the work in a relationship, right? You shouldn't have to remind this person to do the things that they need to do, right? Just like I shouldn't have to remind people to be respectful, but it happens, right? Don't invest too much in this. Maybe even go out and flirt or just take some time for yourself. But this is somebody who seems to be taken over by fear. And that fear prevents them from doing right by you. Which is why I ask the people that you're dealing with, do they make their decisions from a place of love, or is it fear that controls them? Because it's one of two. It cannot be, there's no third option. Everything can be boiled down to, is it out of love or is it out of fear? And this person's living in fear. Third eye, that's because I took too long and I feel like I need to like eat all of the British snacks that I bought the last time. And I was on a road trip, so it made sense. I have decided I liked the Quavers better than the Tatoes. And the Lion Bar was delicious. I'm definitely getting another Lion Bar. Yeah. They're closed today or I would go back. Oh, you're so welcome, Gab. Sending you a big hug, and I hope that you, I don't know, encounter the energy that you need, the energy that you want. All right, let's see what we have for Nat Nat. What is the love energy for Nat Nat this fall? Five of Swords in the reverse, Eight of Swords, the Tower, and the Star. There is an apology or someone who wants to make things right. Someone who I think has been no contact for quite a while. They have a change in their perspective. And with the Star, at the cover of the boobies, there's healing. So is this a romantic love that is actually like going to want a relationship? They do want one. The Emperor and the Lovers. Yeah, this is someone who has changed. Is this someone that Nat Nat has been in a committed relationship with? Yes. This is someone who sees you as the person they want to be married to or the person they would like to grow old with. But they know that you view them as the King of Wands in the reverse. This person may have had anger issues, or they might have been a little bit of a garden tool. I do think that honesty was a challenge for this person in the past. But they recognize now that the way they operated before was the reason why they ended up single, or the reason why they didn't end up with you. So they have made a decision regarding this emotional energy, realizing that they were acting immaturely. Hey, Carrie. Yes, I agree. What else? So this is somebody in the fall who I think, again, you're currently no contact, but they're going to express emotions for you because we have the Queen of Cups clarifying the King of Cups in the reverse. they have addressed their shortcomings with regards to emotional intimacy. Yeah, I mean, is this too little, too late? Yeah, I think, to be honest, this is somebody who comes back around when you've already got your eye on somebody else. I think this person comes through and shows you that they've done the work and you're already falling in love with someone else. Yeah, there's a new person here that you're dating when this ex of yours comes back around. So, in your opinion, this person is doing all of this too little, too late. And what about this new person? Ace of Cups, Three of Wands. Yeah, I think you're already in love with somebody else when this person is making this grand, like grand gesture, like, look at how much I love you. And you're like, this is great, but it's not gonna work out. I actually love that person over there. Sorry. Um, but at least it looks like they're learning their lesson. Yay. You're in love with someone else. Yeah. That's what I was kind of picking up on with like that Four of Wands, but this is with that Ten of Cups, I feel like you're already feeling connected to somebody else. I don't know. Sometimes it's difficult for people to let go and actually believe that a relationship is over. Yeah, you got to follow your intuition, right? All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Hello, Shaggy. How you doing? If you are, oh wait, no, I already said that. I will be back in a little bit with another live stream, and hopefully I will see you there. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. Doodles.